Hi, I'm Ray Punk from Raymar Homes, and today we're going to be doing a tour of our LEED Gold certified home. The house is in the final stages of being LEED Gold certified. House is about 2,300 square feet. It's built on a slab. The slab is insulated with R10 insulation on the bottom. The walls are spray foamed insulated with an R5 continuous insulation. The walls are foam. Cathedral ceiling is foamed and ventilated. It's like I say, it's 2,300 square feet. The average heating, cooling, and water heating cost per month is about $95 estimated. All the plants that are planted out here are non-invasive species, drought-tolerant species. We also have drip irrigation throughout the sprinkling. This is a Rainbird weather controller, and what this will do is it not only measures how much waterfall we've had in the area, but it also measures wind speed, temperature data. It knows what the ground condition is, what the soil is, and then it will automatically adjust the sprinkling or the drip irrigation based on actual weather data, not just whether or not it's rained in the last 24 hours or how much rain we have, but how much moisture is in the ground. The goal here is, once these plants get established, they're perennials, so they require very little water, and once they get established, the idea is that they won't even have to turn their sprinkling on after a few years. As you can see too, we've got large overhangs on the house. In the summertime, they shade the windows so that it lowers the cooling costs of the house, and in the wintertime, the house has been oriented such that it'll allow natural light into the house and give additional thermal warming in the wintertime. We've got skylights in here that let in natural light. The way that the kitchen was configured is it'll let in the morning light into the kitchen, and then as the sun gets higher in the sky, the overhangs will produce shading for the house. Which, as you can see, there's lots of natural light coming in the morning. This is the ERV. This supplies all the fresh air for the house. So, and it also is the bathroom ventilation. And the way that we've got it hooked up is we just set for a percentage of runtime that's been calculated to supply proper fresh air for the house. And then we also have separate individual controllers in the bathroom that are humidity sensors. So if somebody's in there showering, this will automatically kick into high speed to eliminate the excessive moisture in the air. And then this here is our modulating high efficiency in-floor radiant heat. It's boiler. And what we have here is it's telling us what the temperature is. And this has modulating, mean that depending on what the energy is or what the thermostat is telling it, this thing will fire at different stages. So if there's a very small call for heat, it'll only fire at low stage. If there's a high call for heat, this thing will kick up into high stage. But it's modulating, so it has varying ranges. It also is a zone system, so we have 3 zones of heating in the house. So if they are just living in the living area, they can have just that zone working at the time, or if they want the whole house to be heated, then they have every zone. But this only supplies enough heat for that particular zone, and there's no wasted energy in it. This is about a 95% efficient natural gas fired boiler. So what this does is the air conditioning. We didn't want to run, since the house is on a slab, we didn't want to run ductwork in the attic space. Running ducts in the attic is not a good idea. So to avoid that and still get air cooling in the house for the few times in the summer that we do need it, we installed a mini split system. So there's 3 of these heads located around the house. We've got one here, we've got one in the master bedroom area, and we've got one in the living area. So on those few weeks out of the summer where we actually need air conditioning, these will supply the air conditioning for the house without having any ductwork in the house.